was a driver too. There was an A&W there.
Oh, we're ready to go, folks. 4 o'clock game fast. Welcome to the Plan Commission meeting here on February 18th, 2014. For those that have not had the honor, pleasure of being in a Plan Commission meeting, the way things work here is city staff will present on an item. Then it'll open up to the commission for technical questions. Once we're done with our technical questions, we open it up to the public for commentary. If you have something to say, please step up to the microphone back there. State your name and address so we have it for the minutes. And then after your people are done saying their piece, we'll close public commentary. It comes back to the commission for discussion and usually a vote. Also, I'd ask that you silence your cell phones during this meeting so it doesn't distract us. With that, let's call the roll.
David Borsak.
Present.
Ed Bowen.
Here.
Jeffrey Tomes. Thomas Voitek.
Here.
John Hintz.
Here.
Steve Cummings.
Here.
Kathleen Traub.
Here.
Donna Laurie. Robert Weigert.
Here.
Carl Nolenberger.
Okay, with that, let's move on to approval of the minutes from the meeting of February 4th. Are there any additions or corrections or deletions from those minutes? Looking for a motion?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion clearly passes. Let's move on to item number 1, conditional use permit renewal, racetrack use for 500 East County Road Y.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chair. We're going to present this. Assistant Planner Elizabeth Schultz, she's on our staff. You'll be seeing her face a little bit more. Elizabeth, I'm sorry, she's married Elizabeth Williams. I'm not used to that yet. She's been on our staff for a while. She's handling mostly neighborhood stuff. You'll be seeing her again in 2 weeks when we talk about the Middle Village neighborhood plan. It's going to come in as a workshop. So Elizabeth is handling things here and there. You'll be seeing her at the Plan Commission a little bit more, and she's going to handle the presentation on this. She wrote the staff report as well.
Thank you. So the Winnebago County Parks Department is requesting a conditional use permit renewal for racing events located at 500 East County Road Y, which you can see from the map is located just north of Winnebago County and just east of Jackson Street. The subject site is Zone M3 Industrial with the current land use of institutional, more specifically the Sunnyview Expo Center. Adjacent land uses are mainly agricultural and undeveloped with a strip of commercial located just along Jackson Street. Over the years, the site has had various CUPs that have been granted for racing events, starting in 1994, 97, and most recently in 2008. Additionally, in May of 2013, a CUP amendment was granted to extend the racing curfew to 11 p.m. Through the 2013 racing season. And it also required the installation of a video surveillance system to monitor racing curfew compliance. As requested, this CUP renewal would span a 10-year period, 2014 to 2023, and include all previous conditions with the only change being to allow racing events to end no later than 11 p.m. Winnebago County Parks has indicated they installed a video surveillance system to document curfew violations. Additionally, the Oshkosh Police Department, Winnebago County Sheriff's Office, and the Town of Oshkosh were contacted and all indicated that no formal noise complaints had been filed since the amendment was granted in May of 2013. Based on this information, staff is recommending extending the racing curfew until 11 p.m. And then similar to the 2008 CUP, the county is requesting the renewal span a 10-year period, 2014 through 2023. The county currently has a lease agreement with Impact Motorsports LLC, who promotes and operates the racetrack, which is scheduled to expire at the end of 2015. A new 5-year contract is being discussed with the promoter and would include any capital improvements necessary to maintain the racetrack facility. Based on discussions by the Plan Commission in the past, staff is recommending the CUP renewal expire in 2020 rather than 2023 to coincide with the county's lease agreement. So as I stated, all of the previous conditions are still listed here. The only major change being that the racing events would need to cease by 11 p.m. And then the conditional use permit would be valid for 7 years instead of the 10 that is being requested.
Technical questions from the commission? We've seen this before in one form or another.
I have just one on our
ahead.
sheet that says 6 years.
Yep, it was a typo. I forgot to add the 2014 race season, so now it's 7 years if you count this year's racing season.
Thanks.
Other technical questions? Okay, seeing none, is there anyone here from the audience to speak to this item today?
Jeff Lemish, 2230 Plymouth Street, Oshkosh. I am one of the co-promoters of Impact Motorsports of the Speed Zone. I'm just here to answer any questions. I'm hoping that you do extend the curfew to 11 o'clock. It's not that we want to use it every single week. It's one of those things as an example, if something happens with rain or something, it gives us more time. On another note, I would like to see the CUP extended to the 10-year contract for that instead of going on the contract for the county, because it's one of those things where in order to get a contract with a county, the conditional use permit has to be in place. And if the conditional use permit isn't in place to get a contract, it's one of those catch-22s. So you need one for the other, and you have to have the other for the other, back and forth. So that's just my suggestion. I don't know if Rob wants to bring it up, but it's one of those things where I feel that you need the conditional use permit to be on a different time frame than what the contracts for the racetrack would be.
Do we have any questions, as long as he's up there? Yes,
I
sir.
have one. How many times did the extension from 10:30 to 11 actually help you this season? I mean, was it something that was?
We didn't need it, thankfully, knock on wood. There were times that it was close, but we did get done by 10:30. It's just one of those things we want to make sure we have that half an hour leeway.
You're still aiming for 10:30, even
Yes,
though we give it till 11.
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I remember that was something you had said. I just wanted to make sure that you were going to reiterate that because I think we all
Right. No, our goal is to get done by 10:30.
Right.
That's our goal. I know 2 years ago we had a sprint car that took out part of the fence, and that extended our time for like a half an hour, but we still were done by 10:30. We were able to get it up, and luckily our insurance carrier is the president of the sprint car organization, so it kind of worked out real good that he was there to see everything and okayed everything. But our goal is to be done by 10:30.
Any other questions for the gentleman? Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else here to speak to this item today? Come on up, Ron.
Rob Way, Parks Director for Winnebago County, 625 East County Road Y. I don't have much to add to what Jeff had said, just to confirm that we did not have issues with their racing going much, if anything, over 10:30. No complaints. We're echoing pretty much what the police department, sheriff's department have already said. Unfortunately, I do have to confirm with that camera, we had lightning strikes, 2 of them. First one didn't take it out. Second one in August did take it out. The memory got wiped out on it, so I don't have anything to back that up. Actually, to repair it costs more than the camera itself. So I just want to echo what he has said, that we have not had issues with their race time. Don't anticipate that either. So we're backing that 11 o'clock timeline.
Thank you. John?
Yeah.
And David?
Going to what, because I saw you nodding with him about the needing the COP in place in order to get the agreement with the county. Is there, okay, can we, if we do it this way, is there a way we can get word from the county saying how long the agreement's going to be? Because that was our whole thing, is we wanted to keep this because we don't want to leave it open, if I remember right. We didn't want to leave it open so that way if he stopped having races out there, somebody else came in and all of a sudden they're under the same CUP and, it was kind of, we wanted to have it for the event.
It's difficult to do. Jeff's point is well taken. It's kind of awkward to be sitting there with a contract. You're handing somebody a contract, be it Impact Motorsports or somebody else coming in saying, well, we don't have conditional use permit to back that up. I'm not sure how you could rearrange that. Actually, they almost have to offset. They have to be on different timelines. It's not a do or die, folks, but It would make it easier when the contract rolls around again.
Is this process going through before the process that you, I mean, would our process to grant the CUP be that, like, if it's in the same year, would we be able to hold ours in the same year before he gets his?
You could. I
mean,
I would think it would,
trying
yeah,
to-
before
trying
the
to-
contract rolls in, yeah.
Because I think that was why we wanted it the same year.
David?
So I understand you said the camera's out. Is that back operational now?
Yeah, they fixed it. After the fact, it was a late August, of course, a late August strike, right about the time they ended their show. We didn't even know it was out till we started trying to retrieve it till September came along, but we recalled the lightning storm that hit out there.
Go ahead, Bob.
You mentioned that the contract with the county is a 5-year contract? Is that correct?
It's a 2-year one currently because we're shifting gears with the one that will be subsequent to that, the 5-year. That's the typical term we go on, but this 2-year one will run its course, then we'll change over to a different one, different type of contract.
Okay. Because I was going to say if we're going to a 7-year and you have a 5-year contract, there should be no problem with that. Because there'll be 2 years longer than what your contract is going to be.
The 7 years would suffice. I mean, you don't want to go just a 2-year, but we anticipate continuing with Impact Motorsports. It's just, again, it's such a different contract that we didn't want, it will be allowing them, it'll be allowing the separation.
Even
Because
with
it's
the
so
3-year
radically
contract,
different.
you still got that extra year in here with the 7-year CUP then, so.
Well, it's 2 years on the upcoming contract, and then it'll be 5 years. That one will expire, so they'll coincide. We'll just do it, the conditional use permit prior, sometime in fall, probably.
Okay, any other questions for the gentleman? All right, thank you, Rob. Anybody else here to speak to this item today? Okay, seeing none, public commentary is closed. Back to the commission for discussion and a vote.
Well, I make a motion that we approve it as written here with the 7 years.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion on that motion? Kathy?
Well, just to clarify, this will mean that the CUP will come into us before their contract comes up.
Yes.
But of course,
We would bring
you and the county people can certainly talk ahead of time.
And we do that, I mean, typically Rob will contact us saying that it's coming to the end of the CUP. Can we run through the process again? Or if he needs an amendment ahead of that, he'll contact us as well. So we've had a pretty good working relationship.
I have a question on that. Can we start the process in spring? I mean, they can go, one doesn't have to expire and then start.
No, it does not, Rob. No, don't worry.
In spring even.
Because remember, your current CUP is not expired. We're just taking the current CUP and now kind of renewing it and adding a new term to it. So we can get it started any time. So if you're getting towards the end, of it, we'll just bring it through the process again. It's not a big deal.
Any other questions or comments? Motion on the table? If not, then let's call the roll and vote on this thing.
Crop,
Aye.
Weigert,
Aye.
Borsuk,
Aye.
Owen,
Aye.
Hens,
Aye.
Cummings,
Aye.
Wojtek.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0.
All righty, do you have any additional business for us, young man?
No, other than young, thank you. The only thing at the March 4th meeting, we're going to have a workshop on the Middle Village neighborhood plan that we've been working on with Middle Village for the last year or so, and it'll be our first real effort at this grassroots neighborhood organizing under our Healthy Neighborhood Initiative. So it'll be a plan like any other plan that sets forth, the vision for our neighborhood, and we're going to have the Middle Village folks here next week or 2 weeks from now, and I think we might invite council, and then we'll have a workshop, and then hopefully the meeting after that we'll bring it to you for adoption, and then we'll bring it to the council for adoption after that. So we're pretty excited about that, where things are headed. And that's where we'll go. And things are going fine with the zoning ordinance updates. So we'll be having an ad hoc meeting at some point on there. So things are moving along.
Go ahead, Ed.
And is the next council meeting the meeting on which they're going to take action on the design standards?
Correct.
So that's a,
Correct. Correct.
gotcha.
Any other
Motion to
questions?
adjourn.
Oh, move to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're done. Way to go.